Hello all, Connor here, bringing you guys another D&D/RPG tip video. Today's video is on XP and how to reward it. Now this goes without saying, I'm not the best DM, blah blah blah. Go see the Holy Trinity for good tips. Now let's take the party of Colin's Harbingers, a half-orc paladin, lizardman druid, human wizard, and half-elf cleric. We will be referencing this party and some of our encounters throughout the video. So let's use a basic fight example for our use here. The party of 4 kills 4 basic orcs. Each orc is worth 100 XP. That means each player will get 100 XP each. Easy, right? Well, not all encounters are that easy. Let's take the Nightwalker the party fought. It gives 25,000 XP, which would be split 4 ways to 6,250 XP each. This should give you the basic understanding of how to give XP, which is pretty easy. However, things aren't as basic as that. Let's ask ourselves, what is XP? What purpose does it serve? XP is an arbitrary system of numbers to track character progression, which means that sometimes you might want to reward players outside of combat. The party might have gotten the orcs to go away with shrewd diplomacy, which brings us to alternative ways of rewarding XP. Your classic method, being the party, only earns XP by killing monsters. What is the issue with this? The party will be motivated to kill everything they come across, since it's the only way they can level up. This isn't fun. The party will leave a trail of utter destruction in their path. Why waste time RPing when that's time that could be spent killing? Modified XP method is what most people use. This method gives XP during combat and from RP situations. Did the bard just negotiate his way through the bandit ambush rather than having it come to blows? Yes? Then reward the party for that. In many ways, that's more of a feat than just killing a couple bandits. The traditional method doesn't reward behavior like this. It would reward killing and more killing. Now, the players know that they don't have to kill everything they come across. They can talk their way through situations rather than kill. The last method is milestone XP, which is the least used of the 3 major methods. Why? For several reasons. First off, there is no XP in this system. The idea is totally done away with. Rather than giving XP after every fight or situation resolved, levels are given after milestones. Milestones being defeating important enemies or completing major objectives. Let's use Harbingers as an example here. When the party had journeyed to Fort Anguish and defeated the Death Knights there, acquiring the Codex, that would have been a milestone. Depending on the difficulty and length it took to get to this point, the DM may reward a level or 2. Now, why is this system not used very often? Well, for several reasons. It's not really fun. It makes gameplay and characters awkward. It also requires a very story-driven party and DM. If the party gets distracted by things every 10 feet, it's going to be really tough to reach that next milestone. The players will most likely not deviate from the quest line they are on, for fear of time being lost, which then will take them even longer to get the next level. Also, with no XP, the players have no way to track their progression. They have no real way of knowing when the next level is coming up, which is not fun for most players. With all of this, keep in mind, players always want that next level. Even very RP and story-driven players, like myself, want that next level. Levels and XP are the metrics players use to judge their success. Now we are going to talk about how the XP amount in the book isn't always the golden rule. In Harbingers, the party fought a Nightwalker. Now, referencing Colin's video on balancing encounters, the Nightwalker we fought was not the same one as the one in the monster manual. Because our party is stronger than normal level 11 party, it was buffed and just overall tougher. Like stated before, it gave 25,000 XP for killing it. However, it was buffed, so that shouldn't stay the same, right? Since it was buffed to be stronger, now more XP should be given. In this example, it now gave 31,000 XP to reflect this. Now, you also might want to increase XP amounts if an enemy was harder to defeat than you expected. Now, before I get into the example, I do want to further explain what I mean here. I am not talking about when an enemy has good luck rolling 2 crits in a row and downing the tank. I'm speaking about when a couple enemy types are much stronger objectively than you expected. You can realize this in several ways. Maybe their special attacks and spells do way more damage than you thought. Maybe their to-hit chance isn't as bad as you figured. There are many examples of this. Maybe the Evil Duke's guards actually fared a lot better than you expected, taking more hit points and just being tougher than you thought. In this case, maybe give the party more XP for killing them. Lastly, we are going to talk about the pacing of your game. Remember, at the end of the day, you are the DM. I'm a voice on the internet that is giving you advice, but I'm a nerd, not a cop. XP is simply a tool for pacing and development. Take your game in mind when you're doing this. If you run a story-based game, XP won't matter as much. You can give them more if you want them to be a higher level to do more in the story. If you run a very tactical game, then give them only what the monster manual has for XP amounts. If you are Brett, which is pretty shitty, your party plays every other week. If you give them normal XP, the game will take literally years to complete. Which, for some people, that is great. They want a game to last years. However, that's normally not the case. Listen to me for once, Brett. You need to give them more XP. What should you take away from this mess of a video? First thing is that Brett doesn't listen to us, so we make videos in the hope that he might listen. Other than that, the rules are not made of concrete. They're just words in a book. Do you think it gives too little XP? Alright, then give your players more. You think the normal XP system is dumb and you like milestone XP? Alright, then do milestone XP instead. Like Colin said, you just need to make sure your players are having fun. If they are having fun with what you are doing, then it works, and do it. Every group is different, and they want different things. That's great. That means there are a million ways to do what we are talking about. I just covered the super broad aspects of this. So if you aren't Brett, have a nice day and go play more tabletop role-playing games. Brett, listen to this video. Just listen for the love of God. Sub to Clown Fiesta. Peace.